Whoa, I am sorry. I forget sometimes uh, when I need to be places and where I need to be at the right time. And that's a good reminder that this Sunday is a time where we can mess that up because it is the start of daylight savings time. That means we're going to lose an hour of sleep. That means church will feel like it's starting earlier, even though it's not really starting earlier. Still 9:30. Maybe go to bed an hour earlier Saturday night. So just a reminder, it's time to spring forward this coming Sunday. A couple things going on in the life of the church. Also, this Sunday, we continue our journey through Lent, looking at different questions in the text. We'll explore the story of Jesus and a Samaritan woman at the well. It's a very compelling story, and we will take it apart. It's a long story, so we'll take it apart into 4 different sections, and we will explore questions and issues within each section of that story. After church, we'll continue our Why Do You Serve series. And our very own Kathy Rowetter, who is the chair of our Church Life Committee, an elder, and on our welcoming task force, she will be sharing with us about how she serves in her own life and as a member of Westminster out in the community and out in the world. It's a great series to hear from folks about their sense of call, their sense of passion as people of faith. And I can't wait to hear her sharing with us, partly because there's a bonus that's going to set the standard for all that will come after it, because there will be cookies. There will be cookies available during her time to talk, and there will be tables set up, a little different setup from what we're used to sometimes with adult ed, across the room, and you will have the opportunity to doodle while she talks. So I'm sure she'll have more instruction with that, but that is right after church. Also, this coming Sunday, if you have any interest in learning more about membership at Westminster, whether you're committed to joining or you're just interested in exploring the idea a little bit more, or have questions that you'd like to ask about the life of our church, we invite you to meet in the garden room. That's that hallway on the south side of the church, just past the sanctuary. And you can find someone, a few members and myself, at a table with a balloon on Sunday after the worship service. We'll just be casual for about 10 minutes to discuss membership, as we have some folks we know we want to join, and we want to extend that opportunity for any and all of our visitors. So we hope you'll join us after church, look for the balloon, and we'll talk a little bit more about being a member of Westminster. Also coming up, I will be doing a book discussion group. I'm calling it the Bag Lunch Book Discussion. That will happen 3 times, once over 3 months. The first opportunity is March the 21st. March the 21st. We'll meet at noon in the library here at church, and we'll have the first 2 chapters of this book, Growing Young, Strategies to Help Young People Discover and Love Your Church. This is a book that comes out of the Fuller Youth Institute, a wonderful kind of think tank and place that helps us as churches and as youth ministries to understand and explore what it means to be engaged in a way that is relevant and interesting in 2023. This book was written just a few years ago, just before the pandemic, so part of our discussion will be kind of exploring the challenges that may be different or new or that have shifted a little bit since the pandemic and what that means for us at Westminster. The basic view of the book is to explore core commitments of churches that the Fuller Youth Institute has found to be growing young. And that's something we want to discuss with our session. So that'll be a study that I do with our church leadership, our elders, but I also want to make sure it's open to the whole congregation. So you can join me on March the 21st for our first Bag Lunch Book Discussion. Bring your lunch. We'll sit around a couple tables and talk about the first 2 chapters of Growing Young on March 21st at noon in the library. If you have questions, reach out to me or to the church office. If you would like a copy of the book, we do have some copies still available, and you can reach out to Joanne. We'd be glad to help you get a copy in your hands to join us for that discussion. A lot of great things going on here in the life of Westminster, but those are just a couple things for you to remember. Daylight savings time, things going on this Sunday, including learning about Kathy Rowetter's sense of call, and then our upcoming book discussion. Hope to see you soon here at Westminster.